So look, I just got through watching Forgiveness University, and it was on the 8th week of Pastor Mike Todd from Transformation Church out in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And this week's session, or Sunday's sermon, was Fathers Unaware. And the premise of the sermon was saying that forgiveness starts with Father. And then he goes into expressing the dynamics of male, how God created the different distinction between male and female, and how that is a God chosen thing to make someone to be a male. And then it is a male's decision mentally to be a man. And then from being a man, walking into the intentionality of being a father, and then how the different things that we have impressed upon our lives as fathers, automatically, the good and the bad things are impressed upon the image that we create in creating a child. So I thought is really deep because, working in the behavioral health field, you understand that people are dealing with emotions and trauma from years upon years. It don't matter how old they are. You got folks that are 70 years old that are still dealing with trauma that they experienced when they were a child, when they were 8, 9, 10 years old. And so the reason why this was really impactful for me was because, I can relate and identify with some struggles and some challenges that I experienced in my childhood. And I can also identify with some struggles and some challenges that I have as a father to date. And just thankful for God's grace and mercy for allowing me to be able to witness and understand my shortcomings and my faults, and to accept God's grace and understanding that His grace is sufficient in my life, and that His Spirit protects and covers my children and allows me to walk in correction. To better understand and to do better in interacting with my children and the structure of the family and in my household. So I just want to say thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, Abba, for allowing me to continually walk in improvement and to understand that my life is a process of progression. And every day that I exist to do better and to be better for the fulfillment of your will, not only for my life, but for the lives of those that I shall encounter on this earth, whether directly or indirectly. So I'm going to put the link to this sermon in the message title of this video. And I challenge you to take an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour, I think the sermon is, to just dedicate that time intentionally to not being distracted and to really take a deep dive introspectively into the sermon that Pastor Mike Todd delivers. I mean, I've been watching Pastor Mike Todd for a little over 2, maybe almost close to 3 years now. And, the reason why I was attracted to him is because he's a young man that's dynamic and, pretty awesome speaker. And there was a lot of relatability there. And I'm thinking to myself, man, he can't get any better. But he's taken folks that listen to him, he that hath an ear to hear, to new heights and to deeper depths. And I'm really so excited and enthused about watching God move in his life and in the life of his family and the life of his church members and everybody that's associated with him. And again, I just challenge you to check this out, man. It's going to be a gut check. I'm letting you know that now. So don't be scared. Don't be scared and don't run away from it. Because, after you feel the initial effects of it, there is some massaging that goes on that helps you feel better and motivates and encourages you to get up and to walk progressively towards a reparation of your identification as a man. And then, of course, as a father, and definitely helps heal and give you perspective of your relationship with your Heavenly Father. So check out the video. Share with me in the comments. Let me know what you think, man, and share it with somebody else. We all have fathers. And the beautiful thing about this message, too, is that even if your father was never there, if you never knew who your father was, or let's say you had somebody else raise you that wasn't your father, this sermon talks about that, too. And understanding that God says that he's going to be a father to the fatherless. And knowing that he's orchestrated this plan and he's orchestrated it for everything to work out in our favor. And that all things are going to work together for the good. So again, I encourage you, I challenge you to check this out, to share the comments and express any comments or questions that you have. And, let's chop it up and exchange dialogue and challenge somebody else to listen to it and share it with folks that they know. Okay. Hey, I love you. We'll see you at the top. Peace.